Sir, I have a question. Sir, question.
Okay, so everybody is back. We start again. It's
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay, very curious here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, who had a question? Anyone have a question? I see. Sinit, you have a question. Okay. Sinit, what's your question?
Oh, sorry. No, I just wanted to know how would I able to transfer the file to my email if I want to print a few copies out of it?
Transfer which file?
The one that you sent.
Sorry, Sinit, can you? I got cut off. Can you say that again?
Okay, so the files that you send us on the handout, right? Say, for instance, if I want to print, I want to transfer it to my email so I can print off a few pages. Do you know how I can do that?
Yeah, just after the class. Okay, I'll sit with you and I'll show you that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, just after the class we'll do it. I'll show you.
Okay, no problem. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. So I just want to talk. Okay, just a bit more on the if conditional statement. I'm going to talk about absolute referencing and then merging, and then I'll talk about the assignment. Now, the assignment, you can give it to me anytime between now and tomorrow, or even Wednesday. Okay. So if you need more time, that's fine. The only thing is, if you wait till Wednesday, I'll have to give another. I'm giving another assignment on Wednesday, PowerPoint, and you have to have that to me by Friday. So Friday might be a little bogged down for you, right? Because we have the exam Friday, and then you have given that second assignment. All right. So okay. So I just want to talk about the conditional statement again. Okay. So here's a common thing that a conditional statement is used for. I want to give a bonus to a salesperson who has so many units have sold. They've sold so many units, and then they get some type of bonus. So here's where a conditional statement is good. Now the conditional statement, it's kind of it's very crucial to programming and AI, because so many things you could do either this way, you go this way. If it's rain, if it's hot, if it's sunny outside, well, what do you do? Well, I could stay inside or I could stay outside. So the conditional statement, you use it in your whole life, in every aspect of your life. You're always saying, well, if I fail, I'm going to do this. If I pass, I'm going to do that. So you're always applying conditional statements to almost every circumstance in your life. So that's why it's so important in computers as well. So here I'm going to type in equals if. And so if checks whether a condition is met and returns one of the values either true or false. I'm going to press my tab. Now I'm going to click this one right here. Yeah, I want to know if the values here are greater than, let's say, 300, greater than or equal to, let's say, 300. So if this value here is greater than or equal to 300, I'm going to say, give this person a bonus. Okay. If not, comma, I'm going to say no bonus. Okay, now, first of all, there's a lot of mechanics in this statement right here. I type in equals and the if word, if. So if is a very special word in Excel. And when it sees if, it's going to know that you're going to perform a conditional statement. You're going to say if a value is greater than or equal to, let's say, another value, or less than or equal to another value, or the same as. If it is, then you're going to put a comma here. This comma after this after 300 is very important. The comma means else. So if this value is greater than or equal to 300, no, sorry, the comma means do this. Okay, so if this value C3 is greater than or equal to 300, the comma means do this. Output bonus. Here, this comma here means else. Okay, so if the value is greater than or equal to 300, output a bonus. Print out the word bonus. If it is not, this comma here means if it's not. Okay, then do this instead. Now, if I click the closing parentheses, because there has to be a closing parentheses, and press enter, this is what I get here. Now, I'm going to drag down the whole formula. And dragging down the formula is going to apply the formula to this cell, this cell, and this cell. So instead of typing all those formulas over again, I'm going to just click this cell right here. Click the mouse right here. Okay, put the mouse over the green square until I get the black cross, the black filler handle cross. I'm going to left click and drag. Hold, left click, drag again and again. And that's what I get. So that technique of dragging a formula down is a very common technique that people use. It saves them the time of actually typing the formula in over again. I'll show that again. So all you have to do is click the cell that has the formula and put the mouse over that green square at the very bottom, left click and drag down. Hold, left click and drag down, and it's going to copy the formula. Okay, now I'm going to jump ahead to something because it's going to be on the assignment. And although it's in the chapter 3, I want to explain it to you now. It's a simple formula. It's a simple formatting technique. I'm just going to move this down a bit. I'll just show you what I just did now. Okay, I highlighted everything here, left click and highlighted. You don't have to know this, but it's good to know this if you want to move a table. So you highlight everything like this, left click, and put the mouse over the green border. When I put the mouse over the green border, my mouse changes into 4 arrows. And now I can left click, hold, and I can drag. And that drags the whole range of values. So just remember that you highlight everything, and then you put the mouse over the border. And when you hover the mouse over the border, you'll get those 4 arrows. And then you can left click, hold, and you can drag this wherever you want. Let's leave it there. Okay, now I want to put a title here. And this isn't about formulas or anything like that. Okay, so I'm going to type in company, let's say performance bonus. Okay, so now I have in this cell right here, okay, I have all this information in cell B1. All this information is concentrated in this cell here. It is not, and it looks like it's overlapping, but it's not. Okay, everything is in B1, and it looks like it's overlapping into C1 and D1. Now I'm going to click B1, and I'm going to go right here. Actually, no, I'm going to click B1. I'm going to left click and drag all of this. Okay. Now this I'm jumping ahead, but I'm showing this to you because it's on the assignment. Okay, you're going to be asked to do this for the I think it's the second point. So you'll have to create a title, and you're going to have to center it. And how you center it is, let's say I want it centered equally the length of the table. So the length of the table is from here to here, as an example, okay? And I want to center everything here. I highlight everything and the range of values, the range of cells that I want targeted. Okay, when that's highlighted, I go into Home, and I go right here to Merge and Center. And I have these options right here. And the option, I can click Merge and Center. If I do that, okay, that's what happens. Okay, and that's all you have to do. So let me press Control-Z to undo that. So once again, you click this cell right here, and you left click and highlight a range of cells that you want to center it in. And then you click right here and click Merge and Center. Okay? And that gives, it essentially merges all those cells into one cell. Okay, so that's what the Merge and Center does. So it combines 4 cells. How many cells in there? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it's combining 5 cells into one cell. Okay? So just bear this in mind, because like I said, it's going to be the second question on the assignment. You have to create a title, and you're going to have to just simply merge and center it. So let me get out of here. Okay, now the other important thing for the assignment is absolute and relative referencing. Now this is probably the hardest part of Excel, or the trickiest part of Excel that a lot of people struggle with. Okay, so now just bear with me here. Okay, if I type in here equals, and if I say click this cell right here, and if I just multiply it by this cell right here and press enter, okay, that's what I get here. I get this value right here, 1,220. Now when I drag down, okay, the values, the formula copies over. Okay, so the formula is going to be applied to these values here, and these values here. Now I can do that because of a thing called relative referencing. In Excel, if you look at a cell, you see the, for example, if I click the cell right here, G2, if you look here, you see G and 2. Okay. Now this is called relative referencing. Relative referencing means the cell formula can be applied and moved down, to the next cell below it. Okay, so relative referencing means you can apply a formula by dragging it to the next set of values, and the formula will just copy over. And it can do that because of relative referencing, because there's no limitation in terms of locking a cell or a column. Now, absolute referencing, that's okay. Relative referencing is something that people always do when they work with Excel, and they do it naturally. It's very simple. It's what we've been doing all along. Right? Now, absolute referencing, this is the tricky one. I'm going to just do this. Okay? I'm going to say here, I'm going to put a value here, and I'm going to say, let's say 3. This is just a random number I'm picking. This could be anything. Let's say a tax, like a static number, like a tax number or a GST number, or some type of number that doesn't change in a formula. Now I'm going to take this value here, and I'm going to multiply it with this value here and get an output. I'm going to type in output, and I'm going to click this cell right here. Click F3, F4. I'm going to click Format Painter. And then I'm going to click this one right here just to get the border. And okay, so now I'm going to click in this cell right here. I'm going to type in equals, and I'm going to say this value here times this value here, and press enter. Okay, and that's what I get. Now, there's going to be a problem here. If I try and drag the formula down like this, I get an error here. Okay, so there's a problem here. Why is it doing this? Well, I'll show you why. First of all, I'm going to click this cell right here. I'm going to go into formulas, and I'm going to click this button. You don't have to know this, okay? And actually, I've met a lot of experienced Excel users who don't know about this. I'm going to click this cell right here that has the formula, and I'm going to go into formulas and click trace precedence. Okay, this just tells me which cells impact 3,600. So it's saying to me that this cell here, cell E5 and H3, are directly involved in this result of 3,600. So what I did was I clicked the cell that has the formula. Let me remove this. I'm going to click remove arrows. I'm going to click the cell that has the formula, and I want to see which cells are impacted by this cell. Okay? And I'm going to go here, trace precedence. Okay, and that's what it does. It says this cell H2 and this cell E5 are directly involved in this formula. Now I'm going to click this cell right here. Okay. I'm going to click trace precedence again. Okay, now can you see where the mistake is here? It's saying to me that this cell here, E6, is involved in this formula, but so is this cell here, but there's nothing in this cell. Okay, so there's the problem here. So that's why I'm getting this output here. If I click this value here, this cell here, G7, and I click trace precedence again, as you can see, Excel is moving down to the next cell, and there's nothing there. So it's multiplying by I think it's multiplying by 0. So that's gonna give me nothing here. If I click this cell right here, the formula in this cell, and click trace precedence, it's going down to the next cell, but there's nothing there in this cell here. So relative referencing only works if, let's say, you have values like this, okay, one after the other. If you have a value that's located in another part of your worksheet, then you've got to find another way to make this locked. You have to lock this cell. So let me just go here, remove arrows. Okay, so now I'm going to click here. I'm going to type, okay, I'm going to press my F2. F2 gives me, opens the cell formula. Okay, so just remember that F2, if you press F2 on your keyboard, if you press a formula cell and then press F2 on your keyboard, you can open the cell. Now the problem is this cell right here, this number 3 is a problem. Okay, I have to lock it. I have to prevent Excel from moving down sequentially like it normally does. So I have to make this absolute. So I'm going to click right here in H2, between H and 2, and I'm going to press my F4 key. Okay, and F4 applies a $sign in front of the H and a $sign in front of the 2. That means it's locked. So if I press enter, okay, and do this again, and just drag this down. Okay, so now I get the correct values. So let's see what's happening here. I'm going to click this cell again, go back into formulas, and click trace precedence. Okay, so that's correct. I'm going to click this cell right here. Okay, I'm going to go into trace precedence. Okay, as you can see, it's correct because it's going back into this initial cell here. Okay? If I click this cell right here, click trace precedence, as you can see, it's going back there. And this one here, it's going back here to this stationary value. It's not going here, 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 and applying a relative formula. So this is absolute. That's what they mean by absolute. To make it absolute, okay, you just have to lock the cell here. So let me just go into formulas and remove the arrows. So I'm going to click this one again, press my F2. Okay, and all you have to do is let me click in here and remove those. Okay, so once again, oops. Okay, once again, to lock a cell, okay, and you'll have this often when you're working with Excel, you'll have to make a calculation and then you have to refer to another value somewhere else in the cell, and that value doesn't change. It's a stationary value. You have to lock that cell in that value in that cell, and it's very simple. You just click put the mouse right here in the middle of the cell address, and you press the F4 key. Just press the F4 key once. Okay. Let me just undo this. You can also do it like this. You can just go here and type in a $sign here, click in here, and type in a $sign there. Okay, and click in there. So now that it's locked, I get the correct answer. So just remember that if you have to perform a calculation on a value, and one of the values in the formula is located somewhere else, you've got to lock that cell, right? If it's like this one right here, where you just let's say multiplying this value and they're on the same line, then it's okay. You don't have to lock anything. You can just make them all without $signs and just drag, and it'll all be relative. So the formula here will just be copied down here, here, and here. But if you have another value in the formula and it's located here or somewhere else, okay, then you have to lock that cell by just clicking the F4 key and putting a $sign in front of the row and the column. So you just click the value. Okay, so you just click in here. I'm going to press F2 again to open that cell. Okay, you just click in the cell. You click in the cell address, and you press the F4 key, right? And that'll put the $sign. Or you can manually put the $signs in there as well. Okay. Right. Does anyone have any questions about this? Because this one is this is important because it's a question that is going to be on the assignment, right? So on the assignment, you'll have to type in some values, and then you have to perform a calculation, and then you'll have to, let's say, get a total. So you probably had to maybe it'll say calculate the total of these values here, put the total here, and then you have to take that total value and you have to put it in a formula here. But you have to make sure that the total is locked. Okay, so just remember that. Okay? I know it's a very tricky concept. I know people struggle with that, so that's why I want to keep it to a bare minimum. Does anyone have any questions about that? Now just remember, Joanna, yeah, I'll repeat it again. Okay, now just remember that link I sent you to that course, the courses that my friend and I created. We go into detail about absolute and relative referencing more. Okay, so just sign up for that course. Like I said, it's free. You can access it indefinitely from your cell phone, from a computer, and it's yours to keep forever. Okay? And myself and my buddy Brad will keep updating that course, maybe adding a new video every week. He's always busy though, so I'll probably be doing that. So just make sure you sign up for that course and take advantage of it. Okay, so let me do that again. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to just delete that. I'm going to just delete all this. And let me make this a little smaller here. Okay, so if I were to, once again, let me get rid of this one. I'll put the mouse right here, right click and delete. Okay, so now I'm going to type in equals, and I'm going to say this value here, let's say times this value here, and I'm going to say plus 3. Press enter. And that's what I get there. Okay, I'm going to put the mouse right here, put it over the green square, left click and drag down. All right, so I've got no problems here because I open the formula F2. I have added a 3 here. The 3 is just a 3. It's not stationary in another cell. So all it does is this is example. This is relative referencing. All it does is it copies the cell to the next cell down. It copies the formula to the next cell down. So this formula here is going to add this to this and plus, let's say, the number 3. And then when I drag it down to this this cell here, Excel is going to apply the same formula to this value and add a number 3 there. So if I click here, press F2, I have a 3 there as well. If I click here, press F2, I've got the 3 as well. So the 3 appears there. It could be any number. I'm going to press F2. I'm going to say, let's say, 56. Press enter. Now I'm going to put the mouse right here, go right here until I get a black cross, and just drag down. Right. So this is this is a relative referencing. Okay? So it's copying the formula relative to the next cell before it, and it's just applying the same formula. I'm going to just delete this. Now, if I let's say if I have a number in another cell, so let's say this is the I don't know, let's say this is another amount here. Let's say it's 4, and let's say the 4 represents, I don't know, maybe GST or PST or some number. Okay, so I'm going to click in here. I'm going to type in equals, and let's say I want to take this cell right here, and I'm going to multiply it by this cell right here. And then I'm going to, let's say, I don't know, I'm going to multiply it by this cell right here. Okay. Now, if you look here, H2, I'll get a correct answer here for this value only. Okay. It's saying C5, which is 400, times D5, which is 300, times H2. And just bear in mind the color coordination, the color correlation. Okay, C5 is blue, and you can see the blue trim. D5 is red. It's red. And H2 is, I guess that's pink or purplish, and you can see here a pink purplish border. So if I click here, it's going to be no problem. I get the correct answer. Right? But if I try and drag this down like so, I'm going to get an incorrect answer. Okay? So once again, if I'm going to click in here, press F2. If you're going to include a value in your formula that's located somewhere else in another cell, right? You have to lock that cell. So I have to click in here, H2. I'm going to click H2, click between the H and the 2, click the cursor, and just press my F4 key. So the F4 key will lock that cell. The unlocking just means it locks the row and the column. It puts a $sign between the row and the column. Okay, so the column is the column is H and the row is 2, so it locks that. So it prevents this thing from moving down. So if I press enter, that's what I get. Now, if I once again click this cell and go into formulas and trace precedence, okay, that's correct. So it's saying that this value here in H2 impacts F5, and these values here, C5 and D4, are also included in this value, in this result. But if I just go here, put the mouse over the green square, at the bottom right corner, left click and drag. Okay, now I'm getting the correct answer, okay, because I locked the cell here. So if I click, let's say this one right here, and I want to trace the formula, trace which cells are affecting this formula, I go in to click the formula, click the cell, go formulas, and go trace precedence. Okay, so that's what I get. So this is what I want to see. I'm going to click here, click trace precedence. Okay, so because this value is locked, they're all going back to this one to complete the calculation, right? So they're not going to this cell here or this cell here or this cell here. So just bear that in mind. It's a very simple technique. Okay? So locking a cell, people lock a cell when the cell is located in another part of, let's say, the spreadsheet, and it's included in the formula, and they want to make sure that that the formula applies correctly, and it doesn't go to the next cell as it will with relative referencing. It just stays in this cell because it's absolute, it's locked. Right? So so if I and it doesn't have to be. Let me just do that. Check that over here. Okay. So let's say I'm going to do this. I'm going to click in here equals. Okay, I'm going to type in sum, and I'm going to just left click and drag all this. So D5 to D8. So D5 to D8 is 3, 5, 2, and 5. And closing parentheses and press enter. Okay, I have $15 here. I want to go in here, type in equals, and I'm going to say, for example, I'm just making up a formula. I'm going to say this value here times, let's say, this value here, and press enter. Okay, and that's what I get. However, if I put the mouse and drag down, I'm getting an error here. So I'm getting an error, and then if I click this cell here, go into formulas, it will trace precedent. Okay, that's correct. Okay, it's saying that this $15 and this 1,200 are involved in this value of 18,000. Yeah. However, if I click here and go trace precedent, you see what's happening. As I move down, Excel is moving down here as well. Okay, if I click this one right here and click trace precedent, okay, as the formula moves down, Excel is moving down here as well to the next cell down. If I click this cell right here and click trace precedence, once again, Excel is moving down to an empty cell. So there's a 0 there. And that's why I'm getting this blank line here. So I have to lock this value here to prevent Excel from going down as the formula goes down. So I'm going to go back in here and remove the arrows. Go back in here and press F2. And now I have to lock this value right here, this cell right here. So I'm just going to put click the mouse right between the D and the 9 and press F4. And that locks the cell. So now if I press enter, okay, I get the correct answer. But now if I click here, put the mouse over the green square and left click and drag. Okay, so now I get the correct answers because the cells were, that's because this cell was properly locked. Okay. On the assignment, you'll have to lock a cell here. You'll see it'll say to you lock a cell. So just be careful. You don't forget to do that. Yeah. Okay, anyone have any other questions? Is that okay?
Is the assignment posted yet?
No, it's not posted yet. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you first. What I'm going to do is I'm going to email it to your Anderson College email. Okay, so I'll just send it to you as an email. When I send it to you as an email, what you'll get is you'll get, where is it? You'll get 2 sheets, one with the instructions, and you'll get a blank sheet. Okay, you just so you'll get 2 Excel sheets. One will have the instructions, and there's another that's just a blank sheet and that you do the assignment on. So like I said, you have you give it to me by tomorrow. If you give it, if you need Wednesday, that's fine as well. Okay. If you want to give it to me by this evening, that's great as well. So you'll just mail it back to me at my email address. Okay? So at the return email address, you'll just send it back to me. Okay. Let me just go here. Okay, so this is the assignment, and I'll send it to you. So I can take it from Tuesday, or I can take it Wednesday. Okay. Okay, so all you do first is, can you all see my computer? Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
sir.
so yeah. Okay, so you just open the Excel book that I gave you, that I dropped, that you get as an attachment. You make sure you put your last name and your first name as you're going to for the saving. When you go save as, you'll save with your last name and your first name, and then you'll add this word software sales to it. So, for example, that means here, I'll go here. You go file, you go save as, and you'll type in your first name, okay, underscore last name, and you go software sales. So that's what you're going to save save it as. And you save it somewhere on your desktop or wherever that you can find it. Okay, so then you're going to go into cell A1, and you're going to type in this. Okay, you're going to type in that, and you're going to drop down to cell A2, and you'll type in this. Okay? Then you're going to create a small little table, right? And you're going to type in January, February, March, and you'll type in these values in the cells right here. It says which cells to type it in. You'll type in these values, and you'll get something like this, right? And then you've got to add another column. Okay? You had so you'll have A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D. Then you'll add another column E, called the total sold column, and then you have to apply a mathematical calculation on that. So you'll have to add maybe these values. I can't remember what it was. I think it's adding, maybe adding. Yeah, you just have to put the totals. Okay, so you add all these in another column right here called total sold. Then you'll create another column beside total sold called retail price, and you'll put these values in, and then you'll have to perform some calculations. Okay, so the rest, this is the one you've got to be a little wary of. Okay, because you have to apply a absolute reference on this one. Okay, so just be aware of that. So that's pretty much going to be it. Now let's just talk about one more thing here. Oh yeah, let's talk about this one more thing. You'll have to know this one. Okay, so your output, your answer should look something like this. Okay, your assignment should look something like this. Okay, let me just go here for a second. I'm going to type in, let's say, some numbers here. 34. And type in, let's say. Okay, so I've got these random numbers here. Now let's just talk a bit about the formatting very quickly, because there are two questions on the assignment regarding formatting. And like I said, we'll also be going over this stuff tomorrow as well as part of because I'm jumping ahead for the lessons. So I'm trying to prepare you as much as I can for people who want to finish it by today and send it to me. Like I said, you still have until Wednesday. Okay, so on the assignment, there's going to be a couple of questions on formatting. Numbers, okay, adding a dollar sign or decimal places or whatnot. Okay, so here I have these numbers here, and I'm going to left click and highlight all these numbers. Now, if I go here to home, and if I look here under number, I have a comma, I have a dollar sign, I have a percentage. Okay. If I click the comma, okay, that's what is going to happen. You know, let me delete that. I want some other numbers here. I'm going to type in equals paren between. I want to say between 1,000 to 2,000. Okay, that's that function that I just gave you is called a random function, a random generator function. All right, you don't have to know that, but it's a handy tool people use when they want to generate random numbers. Okay, so I have these random numbers here. Now, if I just left click and highlight everything, left click, drag, highlight everything, and if I go here, okay, to home and add the comma right here, comma style separator. Okay, that's what's going to happen. It's going to put the comma at the right place, right after the 1. So that's a comma separator. So I think one of the questions will ask you to make sure you put a comma separator. Right. So once again, to put a comma separator, you just highlight all your values that you want, the target values, and you go up right here to home, and you click here where it says comma style, okay, and that'll put the comma in the right place, right after the 1 in this case. If you had 1 million there or 10 million, it will put the comma right after in the proper place as well there. Now, here, okay, I'm going to undo that. And if I go here, okay, I have, we talked about this, currency and accounting. If I click currency, this is what I get here. It's going to put a $sign with the comma in the right place. Let me just undo that. Okay, make sure it's all highlighted. Go back into here, general, and click, was that accounting or currency? I can't remember. Okay, if I click accounting, this is what I get here. If I click currency, okay, this is what I get here. Okay, so they're pretty much the same, but there's one difference, and I have to find out if we're going to talk about that difference. But just there's a question where you have to apply a counting. You have to select all this, and you have to go and apply counting. So just bear that in mind. Now, also one more thing regarding just the last thing regarding percentage, and we'll talk about this tomorrow as well. If I go in here, type in, let's say 2, and let's say 3. Okay, let me just change this. I want to click here. I'm going to make sure I'm in general. Okay, 5. Let's say I don't want that. I'm doing that. Okay, and 7. Okay, so now I've got these numbers here. Okay, now this is a tricky thing that a lot of Excel users have problems with. If I want to put a percentage here, okay, if I put, I want this to be 2%. If I go up here to percent, I get 200. If I click this one right here, 3, I want to put 3, but I want a percentage, and I want a 3%. If I click here, I get 300. And same with these ones here. I'm going to left click and highlight all these, and then just go up here and click that. Okay, so this is a common mistake that a lot of people make when it comes to dealing with percentage, and Excel automatically does this. I'm going to delete this right here. Make sure I'm back in general. Okay, if I want to make this a percentage, I'm going to left click and highlight everything here, and I'm going to go where is it, right here, percentage, or I can click right here. I'm going to make sure it's already set to percentage. So now if I click 2 and press enter, I'm going to get 2.00%. Now, if I want to remove the 0 zeros, I can go right here and I can decrease the decimal, and that's what I get. If I want to go here and type 3, I get 3%. Okay, let me just highlight all of this and just decrease the decimal places. Okay. So 4 plus 5, 7. Okay, so my point being is this: if you enter a number and just say 2, and then you try and click a percentage, it's going to add 2 decimal places. By default, that's what Excel does. Okay? You can do this. You can type in 2. Oops. Okay, let me just do it again. Okay, you can type in 2, and you can, on your keyboard, you can press %. Okay, and that can solve. That's another way of solving the problem. 3 on your keyboard, type in the %, and that works too. Right, so you can do it like that, or you can do this. You can just highlight the rows, the cells that you want as percentage, and just go here and click percentage. Okay, So now anytime you enter a number, let's say 6, 3, 7, 6, or 4, okay, it's automatically going to consider change into percentage. So just bear that in mind. Once again, if you try and put 2 here, and then if you try and click percentage, it's going to give you 200. Okay, so you can either click the number 2, and then on your keyboard press the key percentage, or you can highlight everything, your target cells, and then go here and click percentage to already format them to take percentage to help with the right values. Okay, we'll discuss this a bit more tomorrow. I will send you the assignment today, and you can get cracking on it today. If you have any issues, just tell me. Okay. I know there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, Santiago, I will send it to your Anderson email accounts, okay? And you could send it back to that, reply to that same account, which is Marlon Anand at Anderson. Okay, you just put the reply, okay, and send it back. Okay. Okay. So any questions? I know there's a lot of stuff we covered here. Please enroll in that course. Okay, it's a free course. Udemy, sometimes they charge various rates for people who actually want to buy it. And Udemy are kind of crooks, and they take 60% of my sales. Anyhow, okay, yeah.
Sir, so the Excel course that you link that you send, where to be expired, please?
Sorry, sorry, who was that? Was that Yin Hong?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, Yin Hong, you mean the Excel? I didn't hear you. Did you say are you referring to the Excel course that I sent to everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, the link is still there, right, in the chat room? Is it still there?
I know. I mean, after this course finish, can we?
No, you have it forever. Okay, you keep that indefinitely.
Forever. Oh, so
yeah,
great.
forever. Yeah.
Thank
okay,
you.
so no problem. And like I said, I'll be updating that course every week. We put a new video on there because Excel is changing and there's so many functions that Microsoft keeps adding to it. Okay, so that helps you keep you current. Okay. Okay, so let me do the attendance. After I do the attendance, I got to speak to Aseneth, and then I will send you the that assignment, okay, on the Excel form. So you'll get the assignment before 1:30 on your Anderson College emails, okay? Okay, so let me just do the attendance here. Okay, Azadine, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good, Azadine. Okay.
Asenet. I'm Asenet.
Oh, Asenet, sorry. Yeah, Asenet, no problem. Okay, Azadine, yeah, he's here. Chris, are you here?
Here.
Okay, great. Chris, Shabana. Shabana, are you here? Let me check and see. Shabana, she's not here. Okay. Okay, Shabana not here. Yusra, yes, she's here, I think. Yes.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. Okay, Yin Hong. Yes, she's here.
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great. Yeah, Joanna. Yes, she's here. Yeah. Okay. Cesarine.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay. Maurice. I don't think I saw Maurice. Maurice here.
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, Maurice here. Okay, great. Alexia. Is she here? Alexia. Not here. Alexia is not here. Okay, Santiago is here. I saw him. Christiana, is she here?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay, great. Zaneda, I think she's here. Just check and see. Yeah, Zaneda is here. Brenna's here. Okay, Rigiato, is she here?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm here.
Okay. Evelyn is here. Yes, I saw. Kara's here. I saw her. Luis is here. Yep, saw him. Huda, she's here. Amina. Amina, is she here? How's Amina here? Okay, Amina, you're here. Okay. Okay, so if you have no questions, okay, I'll send you the assignment by 1:30. Okay, so and if you want to stay and speak to me or something, that's fine. If not, then I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. But Asenath, I will see you right now. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So what's left thus far is just the assignment I'll give you today, one more assignment on Wednesday, and then the exam, and that's it. That's all you'll be marked on. Okay. Oh, great.
Okay. So, sir.
Yeah, who's that? Asenath? Okay.
Asenath, yeah. So
Yeah.
what you sent me this morning, I didn't see, but you send it to my email, I guess.
Yeah.
I think
Check your. Can you check your
Yeah.
personal email?
I got it. I think I got it in the email, but I
Okay.
didn't get it on the chat. Okay, so I think it's in my email. I got it.
Okay. Can you? Yeah, Asenath, can you remember how to share your computer screen?
Sure.
Yeah, just share it up.
Oh, I forgot.
Okay,
Share and then screen.
Yeah, share and then screen. Yeah, that should be it. Okay, Berna, see you.
Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in right now. I see your screen right now. Okay.
So this is the
yeah.
chat. So this is the so let me go into the chat.
Yeah.
And you see, this is what I see. So
Okay.
I saw this.
Okay, do you see where it says Teams on the left?
Yeah, team. That's where I was.
Yeah. Just click that for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, now okay, just go back into chat then.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so where is your okay, let's see. Can you okay, just I'm gonna just I'm gonna share mine with you, okay?
Okay.
Okay, if you look on mine here, okay, where is it? You'll see the can you see? You can see my screen right now, right?
Yes, I am seeing it. Yeah.
Okay, on your screen, if you switch back to yours, you should see here your image right here, or my image, and you'll see chat people.
It's right here.
Okay, can you click that chat right there?
Okay. I did. And I see all the people who ask questions, and that's it.
Okay. Okay, great. Now can you go up? I'm going to okay, go to the very bottom. Okay, the very bottom.
At the chat.
Yeah, go to the very bottom. Verna is the last person to make a
Yes.
chat.
Yeah.
Okay, just hold on 1 second. Okay, just hold on. Okay, I'm gonna. Did you see what I just sent? Can you click that?
Okay, I saw that.
Can you activate it? Does it work?
I got it. Master.
Okay, so if you and you can enroll in that, that's a free link. Okay.
Okay.
That allows you to access that course, and you can keep that course indefinitely, right? You have
Okay.
access
So how
to it
do
forever.
do I enroll? It said redeem. Click redeem. No, that's
Okay,
not it.
okay, can you share out your screen with me again?
Oh my God, where is it now?
Okay,
Oh my God, I think I got. Wait there.
it's, you find
Okay.
out.
All right, there you go. Share and
Yeah.
screen.
Okay, great, great. Okay, so I'll go back to the, yeah, click that one, my master Excel. Click it, yeah. I lost your,
You want me to click? You lost me?
I lost the image. Can you try again? Go
Okay.
into,
Are you
yeah.
seeing me? Are you seeing what I'm clicking?
No, you disconnected.
Okay,
You
let
got
me share
disconnected.
again.
Yeah, just share again.
Okay. All right.
Okay, now I see your screen. Now go to Master Excel. Yeah, Master Excel base. Yeah, click that one right there. Okay. And you got the link, right? It should
That's
say
the
that.
link that you just sent me.
Okay, click. It should.
Log in.
Click buy now. See what happens. Which is buy now. Just want to see what happens.
Buy now, buy now. Where is that?
Go. It's right down there. Keep going down. It says add to cart. Buy now. Yeah, right there. Click that. I just want to see what happens. Okay. Now type your first name and last name and email address and give a new password and sign.
But am I buying?
You're not buying anything, okay? So you're just signing up, okay?
Okay, so I did that.
Now you have to give a new password, okay? You can use a different email if you want, right? The email address is just your username. It's not going to actually affect your email.
Okay. So a different password.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Now just make sure you remember it and click sign up.
Hope I remember. Let me just write this. So.
Oh no, it shouldn't. It shouldn't ask you this. Okay, just get out of this one.
So forget it. Get
Yeah,
it.
click the X. Let me see why it's doing that. Hold on.
Click X.
Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. Sorry, my mistake. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Let me do this again.
Cancel.
Yeah, let me do this again. Yeah, cancel it. Okay. Sorry, I have the wrong link here. Let me do this again. Okay, I'm going to send you the. I'm going to go to the chat room and send you the right one here.
Okay, so get out of this completely.
Yeah. Okay. Now go back into the chat room and I sent you the correct link. It should be at the bottom there. Okay. Can you see there are two links?
I will not get it. I'm trying to get to the chat room. It's not allowing me right now. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. No.
Okay, let me.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there you
let
go.
me see. Chat. Nope, that's different. Where is it?
Okay, you click the chat right here, right? Where it says.
I did this one.
Yeah, click it. And what happens?
You came up here.
Okay.
Chat up here.
Okay. Can you? It's right there. It's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got that. You say go to the bottom of it, but there is nothing.
Okay, no. Click the. Yeah, you click people. Go back and click chat. Yeah, click. No, not that one. The other one. Chat. Yeah, click that one.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, now let me just hold on before you do it. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, click that one. Yeah. Okay, now go right. It says enroll now. Click that. Enroll now.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now click enroll now again. Okay, so that's it. You're enrolled.
Oh, so I didn't have to put in any password.
No, because
and it says start course.
Yeah. Now before you do that, okay, you see the star. Go up higher. Yeah. Now just you see this. No, not that star. Down a bit more. Oh, okay. Can you see? Yeah, that one. Click that star.